to me. I'm Sadler. Yes, I am. Welcome, everyone. And you are in the zone with Sports Zone Fun and Entertainment. And I will be changing that name somewhat. I do want to throw this out there. What do you think of the name for Sports and Beyond? I'd like you to give me a comment on that name for my show. With Sports and Beyond. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, let's start. Let's get right into the sports. We got a lot to talk about. We got football starting up. We already have Packers with their family night. We already have the Hall of Fame game. We had the first a couple of games, and now we have some preseason games coming up now. Only 3 games. Only 3 games. 3 games of that before the regular season starts. So yes, we're 3 weeks away from before all teams had to cut their teams down to 32. Got 52 and 32 because I know some number of players will be on the practice squad as well. So yes, we gotta dive on in here. We got a lot of controversies going on as well. And as I bring stuff up, I will let you know what I got. And yes, we also had this past Saturday, we had all the speeches and the inductions of the Hall of Famers this year, including one in particular is Jared Allen. He's a friend of a friend, Matthew Hamilton, the gold medalist in curling. And yes, he actually does curling as well. Yeah. So let's see what I can get on Ian Rappaport. For me, what he got for me today. Okay, this is as of from the NFL as of just 5 days ago. So that would be about and this is with the NFL Network Insight in Rappaport reporting on the Baltimore Ravens tight end Isaiah Likely expected to miss 6 weeks after surgery on his broken foot. All right, good to know. Thank you, Ian, for that. Thank you, Rap, for that piece of news. And if you want to follow Ian, make sure you go follow him on social media and on X as Rap Sheet. If you want to follow Ian. And this is as a, I don't know about that one. And yes, Michael Parsons did ask for a trade. Yes, he did ask for a trade just a few days ago. I think this is a good move because let me pull up some stats on him actually, and let me see what I can get. Michael Parsons. Michael. I'm just telling you this in here. Yes. Okay, and as of 2 days ago, according to NBC, Jerry Jones dismisses Michael Parsons' trade request. Okay, and he dismissed it. Doesn't mean that we're gonna see what that's gonna be doing. But yes, the defensive end Parsons asking for a trade from the Cowboys. So let's see. I want to check my sources with the Dallas Cowboys, which I got. I'll get more on that and who will pick them up and how much? And how much money would he get guaranteed? And would there be any incentives and a bonus signing? We'll find that out. Once I find that out, I will let you know on that front. And yes, got some good news that is trending. The NFL and ESPN are finalizing a deal where ESPN will control of NFL Network's Red Zone. In return, the NFL will receive up to 10% equal equality in ESPN. The deal is expected to be announced next week. Requires regardless approved. This could reshape sports media. And yes, it will do that for sure. Being a sports media person myself, as the host of the show and podcast, and of course, being part of ESPN Radio Madison, because I do work for ESPN Radio Madison as well. So, yes. And yes, we are a couple of weeks away from week 0 in college football. Yes, there is a such thing as week 0 in college football. Some people may say there isn't, but there is. Yes, there is a such thing as week 0 in college football. There won't be as many games, many blockbuster game type games, but there will be some games. And yes, we do have the Olympics coming up in a year from now, around this time next year. Well, actually not this very moment, but during the next year will be an Olympic year, so we got to get ready for the Winter Olympic Games, which means you got skiing, hockey, you got curling, yes, and a bunch of and all the other sports that we all love, of the Winter Olympic Games. So I do want to wish all the athletes that will be participating in the trials and in the games themselves a good luck to all the participants in all the countries that are participating. And yes, last night we had Monday Night Raw, first one Monday Night Raw at the stunning two-night event of SummerSlam. And yes, I can't believe it myself, but yes, he is back. Brock Lesnar is back. And yes, I know he's coming for John Cena. I won't be shocked if this will be, like I said on my X account this past week, and yesterday or not, that I won't be shocked if they actually how that match be held in a cell. That way, Cena to have his final Hell in a Cell match before retiring. And yes, looks like Nestor Cortez gives a classy goodbye apologies to Milwaukee following his trade to the Padres. So thank you for doing that. And yes, he was traded to the Padres. Hey, the Brewers are still hot. The Milwaukee Brewers are still freaking hot. Let's check on some of their stats. Let's check on some baseball, shall we? So yeah, let me get in here. Let me give you some rankings here. Okay, let's look at some standings. Yes, we got the Toronto Blue Jays at first for the AL. Boston and the New York were not. Tampa Bay there, but they're 11 games back. We all know Baltimore is not going to be doing much because they are way under 500, 51 and 62. Detroit is doing well. Cleveland is doing all right. They are only 2 games above 500. The Kansas City Royals, were only 1 game behind 500. The Twins are under 500. as well as the White Sox. And we know the White Sox have not been doing well at all this year with 70 losses to 70. I will be shocked by the end of the year that they can have 100 or more losses. I can see that coming for sure. And we got the Astros, 13 games above 500, and we got the Seattle is up 60 to 53. Or check the Rangers are only 4 games above 500 with 59 and 55. 3 games for the for the Anaheim Angels. And yes, the Oakland A's are the White Sox of the American League. Okay, now let's go into the NL. Yes, Philly is doing hot, as well as the New York Mets. Miami is there, but not quite. And yes, my Atlanta Braves, I'm a fan of, they're doing well. But yes, they're all behind 500 in a big way. Not quite 20 games yet. They did lose last night. I will give you that final score in just a few minutes. Washington, same thing. They are 44 and 63. But this is where it gets interesting. I will jump to the West first, then I will do the Central after that. The Dodgers, yes, they're still doing their thing. The Padres are doing what they can do. Colorado, we know how they are. We know they are blue, just like the mountains when it comes to their baseball. And the D-backs are 54 and 90, 54 and 90, 54 and 59. The Giants are 50. Only a 1 game difference between 500. One game under 500. The Padres are doing good with 62, 51, solid. And of course, the Dodgers are doing phenomenal with 65 and 48. Yes, I know Tony's doing well as former Atlanta Brave, Freddie Freeman. Pittsburgh, 49-64. St. Louis is 500. Cincinnati is 5 games under 5. But this is where I really want to talk about Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Yes, the Cubs are 65 and 47. The Milwaukee in that second place, and the Milwaukee Brewers all has the best record in the MLB with 68 and 44. Yes, they are still hot in the second half of the season. That's right, they are hot and getting hotter. And speaking of hot, whenever I take a shower, I use this what's called a sub scrub. I wash my body with it. I have the facial scrubber too. It really keeps my face nice and clean and glowy. It also there's back extender so I can wash my back and my lower areas as well. And yes, to get rid of the dirt, the grime, and the irritation from washcloths and loofahs that has bacteria on them. These are antibacterial. And they have silver and zinc. And they're good, when you buy one, they're good for 1 year. And then make sure you return it to them. They will recycle it for you. And they will give you a $5 coupon for purchase of your next one. We're sending this back to them to recycle. So I would recommend to do that. I will be sending mine back. I already got my new one. I'm about to get another new one soon from my girlfriend. She loves using the host as well. I mean, my girlfriend has Down syndrome, so we do have bumps under our pits because of it. But at least we keep them at bay with this subscribe. We can keep it from getting irritated as well. Thanks to the subscribe. And I hope the brothers, the brothers that created Sex Club is listening to this, and I would love love to be sponsors and partners with you guys. So I'll give you my email and it's right now, and I will also put it on on TikTok. So make sure you go to TikTok and order yourself some subscribes today. And yes, they will always have deals and coupons for that as well on the shop for your subscribers. So make sure you get your subscribes today. And the best thing about it, once a month, all you have to do is put it in boiling water, and it will take over. It will take all the stuff, all the things, everything that you washed off, and it will just go away. Yes, just once a month, just put it in boiling hot water for 3 to 4 minutes, and that's only once a month. And yes, you have them for the kiddos too. Yes, you have subscriptions for the kiddos as well. So make sure you get your kids uh, subscribe as well. They will love it and they will love to play with it as well. All right, let's get back into the sports world, everybody. Yes. And yes, there is definitely going to be a competition for the Browns quarterback situation. Looks like the Saints QB1 or not. Tyler, I didn't believe this is going to work out, but we will see how that really goes. And yes, according to my sources, Hobbs is out for the rest of the camp due to a knee injury. According to my sources, talk about Bridgewater is going to sign with the Buccaneers. You know what? I think they need that because I know they have Baker Mayfield, but Baker has only done so much that he could do. So yeah, they would definitely could use Teddy Bridgewater as well as, and that is according to Adam Schefter. The veteran quarterback Teddy Bridgewater is visiting Tampa Bay today and expected to sign with the Buccaneers. Once that news breaks, I will let you know that and how many years the deal will have, the contract will have, how much money he's going to be getting, how much guaranteed, if there's any incentives, and signing bonuses as well. And will they have if they would give them a fifth year option or not? They do that. And yes, Bridgewater played 6 years in the NFL, 2014 to 24, 10 years. And yes, it's been a year since he was played last. He had completed a 33 or 32 record with 15,120 passing yards, 75 touchdowns, and he made the passing yards of 75 touchdowns. He made the Pro Bowl after an 11-5 season with the Vikings. He did retire after he declared in the league that he went to coach for his high school, Almanana. Yes, he did coach for his high school. And that's one of the things I love about NFL players when they go back to their schools and where they started from and helping the next generation of football players and stars and legends to be in the making. Because you know, some of the players that Bridgewater coached could be eventually going to college, playing ball there, and then getting drafted to the NFL. I can never see that. And then, yes, the high school was the High School Olympic Association state title, and they won the title actually in Class A. Florida High School Olympic Association state title last year. So let's see let's see when this will go down and how much will he get. And yes, the Browns are looking at Huntley for the Browns for the fifth quarterback. How many quarterbacks does Cleveland need? They already had. Hold on, let me pull all the names up first. Here we go. They already had Joe Flacco. They got Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett, and they did draft Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders as well. And now they're bringing this other guy in. What is he going to be? If they got a sixth one, if you would call this the quarterback bunch. That's right. The quarterback bunch. The quarterback bunch. They are the quarterback bunch. And yes, we all want to see Shedeur Sanders to start. And then I heard and found out that it's some of my sources that Shedeur Sanders actually told his dad, primetime himself, not to come to his practices so he could actually do his job and put in his reps and his practicing and all that. That to me, that's a small move. Even though your father is Deion Sanders. I would let him come, but if he came, I would not have him on the field. I would have him with the camera crew, with the guys that are filming the practices. That way they can watch from afar. But that's nothing closer than that. That way he can help. He can help out with the doing the filming of the practice and everything, so they can study film. That's what I would do. But that's just a preference. But I doubt that's gonna even happen. But let's see. Let's get some other news we have. And yes, the bananas are going bananas. Yes, they are definitely making a name for themselves. Let me know in the comments of this replay if you are a fan of the Savannah Bananas and who's your favorite player and your favorite trick they do. Mm-hmm. And looks like the Raiders and the Eagles have made a trade for cornerback Bennett from the Eagles for DL Booker for defensive line for Booker defensive line. Now it's going to my sources with ESPN's Adam Schefter as well. Again, thank you, Adam, for giving me that. And of course, Booker is a fifth round pick by the Houston Texans in 22. So yes, let's see how well this is gonna go. I don't think let me see if there's any what the money is like. Okay, I don't see anything about how much he's gonna be getting for his full salary, his guaranteed, his incentives, his any incentives and signing bonuses, whatnot as well. And again, if they do face the options here or not, I'm not sure on that though. And yes, I'm glad that Saquon Barkley had declined the visit meeting with Donald Trump at the White House. Because we all know the president always invites the following year's champions to like football or not, baseball or not, to the White House, and Barkley declined to that. And it looks like J.J. McCarthy will be playing this Saturday in the preseason opener for the Vikings. So let's see how many reps he's going to have. And they will be playing against the Houston Texans. Coach Kevin O'Leary said that yesterday. And yeah, we all know he did miss his rookie year. So this is kind of like a rookie-ish year, even though it's not his rookie year. I'm using the word ish here because he's in the second year and not his rookie year. But I'm using the word ish because he was injured. Okay, let's see what else we can pull up. And yes, I am looking for a co-host. And if you want to follow me on all my social media platforms, please do. I am on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok. And for the YouTube, make sure you hit that bell to get all those notifications, as well as hit all the notification buttons on all my social platforms so you can follow along and watch me. And I am within 12, watch 10, but not 12 followers from going live on Facebook. I do want to thank you for doing that and giving me that many. And let's keep it going. I want to make a living doing this. This is my career. I'm about to leave a job that my current job and doing this full time. But I won't be able to do that until I have money coming through. And here, so yes, I do need to make money doing this. We will need sponsors, partners, and investors. And yes, and of course, I'm trying to get my show on, submit my show eventually to ESPN. And like I said, I do Wolf ESPN Radio Marathon. So I do use that for some within the show of mine. And yes, with the NFL's preseason starting, yes, there will be joint practices coming up. So let's see how these goes. And will there be any fights backing up? Let's find out. So let's dive right in and let me give you the games we got for this weekend. Starting on Thursday night, the Ravens and the Colts on NFL Network at 6 p.m. We also have the 6:30 Eagles and Bengals. We have the Seahawks at home against the Raiders, and that's all at 9 Thursday night, also NFL Network. And just so you all know, after all these games are played, they will be replayed again on the NFL Network, all of them. They always do that. Lions Falcons play at 6 on Friday night. 6 o'clock for the Browns and the Panthers. Also at 6 on the NFL Network. 6:30 for the Patriots and the Commanders. But let's see who's going to be there. Let's see who's going to take the reps for Dylan Daniels after he makes a couple of. He probably will play at least a series or two, maybe a quarter. More like I think a quarter, but more likely be at least 3 or 4 series, and then have the backups come in. And then we have the Bills and the Giants at Saturday at noon on the network. 3 on the network as well. Vikings at home taking on the Texans. We got the Steelers. We have the Rodgers against the Jags, and I doubt Rodgers will be playing. He probably will get rep or two, but that's about it. But more likely he will not be playing because we all know he does really well. But let's see how well that goes. Okay, the rest of the games on Saturday we have Rams and Cowboys at 6. At 6, the Buccaneers will take on the Titans at 6:30. Packers and Jets, yeah, Packers and Jets. You heard that part right. You take on Aaron Rodgers' former team. I just wish that game was a regular season game. But anyway, we got the Cardinals will take on the Chiefs Saturday night at 7:30. Niners and the Broncos at 7:30. And then Sunday you will have the Dolphins and the Bears at noon on for Network. And then the Saints and the Chargers will wrap up that week 1 of the preseason on Monday night at 3 in the afternoon on Sunday. So that is the first week of preseason football. So it will be a few more weeks yet before they will have to start eliminating players, cutting players to get down to the 52 roster. They always do wait until the third game. After the third game, that's when they go in. They look at all the players and all the people that played, and even the ones that did not play because due to injury. So look at that as well, and then go from there. Okay, now MLB for tonight, everybody. We have Astros and the Mariners going at 5:40, as well as the Tigers and the Twins at home. Pirates at home against the Giants at 5:40 as well. We got the 5 minutes after that one. We got 2 games there. Nationals will take on the Athletics at home. Philly will take on the Baltimore. Guys will take on the Mets. So yeah, that's gonna be a good one for sure. Especially both teams beyond the 500, like I said earlier. The Red Sox will be playing at 6:10 against the Royals. We got the Brewers and the Braves tonight at 6:15. You got the Dodgers and the Cardinals tonight at 9:10 on MLB. Same for the Padres and the D-backs at 9:40. On the games on the West Coast. 8:40 got the Mariners and the White Sox. The Rays will take on the Angels at 8:38. 7:40 got the Blue Rockies against the Blue Jays. We got the Rangers will take on the Yanks. And yes, the Yankees also taking above 500. And that gives us 7:05. And this one is what I want to highlight for sure. Guys, the Cubbies are still hot. And the Reds of Cincinnati. The next game will be at 7 p.m. on TBS. So this is the game of the night, the Tuesday night game on TBS. I'll be having that. I'll check that out myself when I'm at the gym tonight. To a little change of my workout plan for a couple of weeks. But I will be watching that game as I get my workout in. So yes, make sure you watch that game as well. Actually, let me give you the starting pitchers for that particular game. And I do apologize if you hear anything in the background. I'm at the same place with a lot of other people here as well, other people who know. Okay, let me see where I can find it. All right. And the starting pitchers for tonight will be Z Latrell for the Reds and S. M. Imaga for Chicago. All right, and yes, we have the WNBA still going on. We have games on tonight at 6, 7, 9 as well. We got the Wings and the Liberty tonight. We got the Majestics in the Sky. We got the 7 and the Wings. The Liberties is on NBA TV. CBS SN, the Sparks and the Fever with Caitlin Clark. Let's see, I think she's back. Let me check that in a minute. The Sun will take on the Mercury. And the Storm will take on Linux. Linux. Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark. And yes, it looks like she's not back according to Google, but I will let me see if I can get. Yeah, that's about hours ago with the UCJ, and she's still injured and looks like she will be out for quite a while. She was hot all year last year and this year going into the season and then having an injury. But let's see how if there will be anything coming back, if she'll be ever be back later in the season. I'm not totally sure on that, but yes. And of course, Jimmy, if you get this right with the camera, I'm going to take my first prime break. You know I love my prime. This is again the icy pop. Out of all the flavors, one of my favorite ones was ice speed as well. Hey, I got to try the new ones. I love them all. Yes, it's prime, everyone. This is this prime break is sponsored by Prime. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, that's so good. Yeah, I need this. That's one of my water to keep me hydrated so I can give you sports news, everything that's breaking. Okay, I'm going to talk about some WWE, everyone. But yes, we have had some title range changes. Seth Rollins uh, coming and cashing in Money in the Bank briefcase to give CM Punk a very small reign of that title after winning it last night. Well, actually, 2 nights ago. See, last night, Sunday. So yeah, we had yeah, and let me know what you think how Lesnar is back. And it looks like McMahon, McMahon, accused of causing a crash in Connecticut highway, wrecking his Bentley and damaging 2 other cars a few hours before Hulk Hogan's death. Wow. He probably took the news really hard himself. Of course, we know how the Hulk Hogan's relationship was with Vince as well. Fantastics faced finishing five to debut Pro versus Joe competition for $2 million. So that is coming up. And yes, Tyrese Halliburton was at SummerSlam. And yes, one of his crutches was used as a weapon. So yeah. And make sure you do listen. I got a couple of podcasts I want you to listen to, but make sure you do listen to all the WWE podcasts that are out. In a little bit, I will give you my link to those shows. And and yes, the WWE 24-25 release date for the Nintendo Switch 2 has been announced already. And Shaquille O'Neal will be joining in the game as well as Charlie Hellburn. Hey, what do y'all think about that match with Jelly Roll? He definitely rolled that one. And yes, he also lost that too. So, let me double check this. I think his pad is on. Let me make sure. Okay, let's see. We got the new. Yeah, let me see. Let's see here. Okay, I just started checking on something there. Okay, let me jump right into my X. And yes, don't forget, we are the NFL. A sign of the NFL is close, which means the Hard Knocks will be premiering tonight with the Buffalo Bills. I'll probably give that a look myself. So make sure you do check out tonight's Hard Knocks with the Buffalo Bills. And according to Ian Rappaport, Zach Taylor tells reporters that Joe Burrow and other big name players will play several series on Thursday night and more in game two against the Commanders. New way to doing it with eyes on starting faster. You know what? That's a good move. And Zach Taylor putting that out, not the coach. Because not many players do that. And yes, I do want to. I didn't hear this, but I will hear this back on demand. And make sure you do this. Yeah, back on demand. ESPN on ESPN Madison app. Make sure you download that app. And you can hear back the conversation that KB and Cowboys and Norman had yesterday, talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo's trade rumors with Sean Shalania. I'm gonna listen to back that myself later on, and I will let you know my take on that. And yes, college football is almost here as well. And this is according to Up and Adams, K. Adams. as of 38 minutes ago. Joe gets got better, and I don't even know how that's possible. Part of that is called practice. Part of that is skills. Part of that is fundamentals. Part of that is making study film and the playbook on the tablet. And yes, it is the man is back behind the desk. I'll get up. The one and only Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, he's back after having some time off in the summer. Hey, he's a busy man and has a lot on his plate. Hey, he does deserve some time off for himself and his family and friends when not. For what? How demanding his job is. Because the sports industry, jobs in the sports industry are the high demanding. And yes, if you want to do, if you want to use a sports app for your betting or not, you can use FanDuel. That's FanDuel. I definitely want to talk about this. I remember the show that I watched growing up as a child, and a lot of you probably remember the show. There's a game show on Nickelodeon, hosted by Mike O'Malley and the ref Mo. That's right, Nickelodeon Guts. I saw, I think, an article or something that I was reading just the other day while I was on the bus heading back home. And there was talk, and it said about possibly bringing Guts back. Uh, there's different dates for that, or whatever. But I think they should bring Nickelodeon Guts back. And let me know what you think in the comments. Should Nickelodeon Guts come back, make it come back and reboot? And I think they should. And I am going to try to see if I can get Mo and Mike to come on my show, possibly see if I can do that. I am trying to work on that right now. I'm in the process of doing that. But Mike and Mo, if you are hearing and seeing this, do please reach out. I would love to have you both on my show, talking about guts, talking about the two of you, talking about the fun memories of it, how y'all came up, how Nickelodeon guys came about back in the '90s, and of course mental health, because a lot of the games that I saw on Nickelodeon Guts in this day and age could really help these kids. Not just to have a good time, that's one, but also to help them with their athletics and their mental health. Doing sports and having a good time doing it at the same time. And I have a nephew who plays football. My nephew Lawson. I'm an older of a knuckle too. My youngest nephew plays football, and he's only 13, but he is taller than me already. But anyway, I definitely think they should bring that back. Let me know in the comments if they should bring that show back. And should they give the Legend of the Hidden Temple a second chance? If that should come back as well. Should they give Legend of the Hidden Temple a second chance of a comeback, as well as bringing back and rebooting the Morning Guts? And the words of my commander, like I always say, they say, I think Morning Guts. Do you have it? Guts. Okay, I'm just looking, scoring here so I can get. Let me do it this way. All right, now let's see what I got from my sources. Oh, Adam Schefter. According to my new sources with Adam Schefter, just in the Cameron Williams has reached an agreement for a 3-year deal, $33 million extension, which includes $23 million guaranteed for Drew and yes, the it is messages from the NFL legends to the rookies. Oh, I love this stuff. I always love it when they have this, when the NFL rookies and the NFL legends, when the NFL legends send messages to the rookies, and that's a big deal. Anyway, Tampa Bay looks like, also according to the show, Tampa Bay needed another quarterback because Michael Pruitt has been dealing with a back injury. Okay, no wonder Bridgewater is still on Bridgewater due to a back injury here. And yes, like I said earlier, he's meeting with the team right now. Fiscal or not, and then working on the deal. And once that news breaks, like I said, I will give you that right away. So yeah, Bridgewater is visiting today and expect to sign. So once that signing happens, I will definitely will come on and make a video on that and let you know in that waits. And yes, okay, this is a little bit more. Okay, yes, and we had early. We do have the preseason NFL. Actually, no, the preseason college football rankings out. So yes, let me give you those rankings right now. And for the first time at number one, we got the Texas Longhorns. Number two, we got Ohio State. Number three, we got the Lions of Penn State. Then the Dogs of Georgia at 4. 5 got the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Got Clemson at 6. Oregon at 7. And Bama at 8. Okay, this is the first time in a long time that Alabama has started outside of the top 5. But at least they are in the top 10. LSU is 9. University of Miami is 10. Now, 11 got ASU, Illinois at 12. South Carolina is 13. 14, we got the Big Blue of Michigan. We got at 15, got the Old Miss. We got the Stallions of SMU at 16. 17, we got those Gators of Florida. 18, we got that 10 of Tennessee. 19, got IU. 20, got Kansas State University. Got ISU at 21. Texas A&M at 21. Yeah, they definitely deserve to be there for how their season ended up last season. BYU at 23. TTU at 24. And Boise State last at 25. So, yes, those are the preseason top 25 games. And yes, the Badgers are not on this either. Because we all know how the Badgers ended last season with a loss against Minnesota. To get it away. So here's one thing I want to talk about with college football in mind. Will the Wisconsin Badgers get the axe back? Or any of the other trophies they have them back at all? What would their record be? Who's really gonna step up on defense, and who's gonna be the key player on offense? That's what I want to know for the Wisconsin Badgers. Because the Badgers have not had a good season lately. Last year, they, for the first time ever, did not even get bowl eligible. They had a streak going to bowls until last season. And now they got to start that, see if they can start that streak again. Start all the way back to one. But will they get back to one? Or will they should be at zero? Because I know they had struggled a lot. They had the issues, injuries as well. But if you want to hear more on the Wisconsin Badgers, there is a podcast out there for you, not on, but you also got the podcast and the digital show only of the Jump Around 3.0 with Jim Rutledge and Paulo Iglesias on Thursday afternoons at 12:30 in the afternoon. Make sure you tune in and make sure you go to that YouTube and hit the button so you can get all of their notifications of that show, of all our shows in Madison. Of course, in the morning, starting in the morning, early with Sports Night with Aaron Cohen, Michelle Smallman, and Chris Canty with Sportsman Alike. And of course, Rody and Tausch, which is on right now for the next 45 minutes. And of course, you got Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You have Alex Strofe with Mr. Irrelevant, and then of course you have KBN from 2 to 5, and then they cut off in Beaver Dam and Madison. So Beaver Dam can have Corey and Raleigh with the Dam Sports Show, and here Madison with Jim and Molly. And yes, yesterday's show with Jim and Molly was a classic at the Madison's East Madison's golf outing. And yes, the money that was raised was for a great cause as well. And I do want to thank everyone that came to play and donated to that charity, to us, and that charity. You help me out. And I do that because I do work for, like I always say, I do work for HPM Radio Madison myself. So yes, I do want to thank you all for all the people that did come out and do that as well. Okay, I'm about to run out of stuff to talk about, but I still got a while left to go until I wrap up the show because I do it 2 hours. This is for 2 hours. You gotta stretch it out. Keep it going. Let's see. Okay, I'm just checking here, see what I want to talk about next. Because there are a lot of topics I will be taking commercial breaks officially. I'll be getting a different type of software soon. So I can go on all my socials and take commercial breaks. That way I can take a restroom break, I can have a drink whenever, and also, of course, the restroom. But anyway, Okay, according to sources, yeah, Triple Hobbs. Okay, Lamar Jackson, Jr. Allen lead the top ten quarterbacks in Madden 26. Looks like Bo Nix is a aced Shopping's quarterback test. That is good for Bo. And here's the thing: will Bo Nix be the same quarterback as was last year, or will he be even better? Because I know he has struggled a bit here in there. Good grief. Yeah, I need to get myself an energy drink for this. And when I do, I'd love to drink Celsius. Yes, I can get my prime break. All right. And yes, Dan Jackson of the Lions rookie has gone on IR with a leg injury. Actually, and then the Bills training camp lasted. Okay. And yes, fantasy football guideline rankings, mock drafts, and endless. That will be at 3:45 Eastern time on the 4th, which was that was yesterday actually. Mm-hmm. All right, all right. And I'm just making sure that. Yeah, I do need a definitely need a co-host to do this with. That way we can actually have someone to talk to, so I can have more to talk about and have more topics to talk about as well. But yes, we do have game news. Yes, Damian Leonard is back home and returned to Portland already. Back spot. Oh, okay. According to the agent, the Spurs. This is according to Shop Joania and my sources with Sean. So thank you for giving me that, Sean. And this is for the San Antonio Spurs. The NFL Fox had agreed to a 4-year deal, $229 million max contract extension with the franchise yesterday. So yes, his max trade has no player option in the final year. Okay, that's good to know. And this is good till 2029 and 2030 season. After a trade deadline moved the one-time All-Star and one time in NBA too. So yes, that's what I got for that. And yes, LeBron James is definitely happy about Luka's new deal. That's right, Luka has gotten a new deal again, according to Sean Ramias. Luka has a new deal. Let me see, but I'll put that up in just a minute. Let's see what I can get here. Ooh, okay. This is not good. People actually put out there. Gilbert Aaron. Okay, Gilbert Ernest has been arrested with charges of illegal poker games. Ouch. Looks like he's gonna be dealing the cards in the slammer for a while. But let's see what they're gonna do for him. How long he's gonna be in? Is he gonna get the an ankle bracelet and put him on house arrest for that? We'll see about that. I'll let you know of that. He has appeared with a U.S. District Court on Wednesday afternoon in downtown L.A. And he was released with a $50,000 bond after pleading not guilty. And his trial is scheduled for September 23rd. So that is coming up in a matter of a month. Because you're already in August, so yeah, next month on the 23rd. So let's wait until that comes up. When that comes back full circle with that, I will let you know that as well. Oh, this is the only guy I know. I go on for the New York Knicks. They have forward Mike Bridges has agreed to a 4-year deal, $150 million contract extension with the franchise. His agent Sam Golston and Jordan extend. This is something along Shamia. The deal includes a play option for 29 and 30. That is good. And a trade kicker. Bridges and eligible to be traded for 6 months after signing with the extension. Okay, Bridges. With the new max extension of the 156 mil to help New York. Okay, let's read this along here. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a decline. Looks like, according to my sources, that Jonathan Cunningham had declined the Warriors offer over terms. So I gotta find out about those terms. Let me see if I can. And of course, the biggest deal and great direction is the Luka trade. Again, I do apologize for all the people in the background that you hear besides me. Because they do need to be quiet while I record, but they don't. But anyway, I do apologize for that. But yes, we do have basketball going on. We got basketball, the college coming up soon. It's going to be a little up, but it's coming up. And of course, volleyball season is starting up too. So yes, we've definitely got volleyball starting up with college volleyball. Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to that as well as my girlfriend. And about you all as well. Let me know who's your favorite volleyball pro team and your favorite volleyball player. Mine is Devin Robinson actually, because she played for the Wisconsin Badgers volleyball. And I do remember she was on the Badgers when they won the title a few years ago. Excuse me. Yeah, we go a while yet from NHL, but I do have a game right here. See, and we're just a month away for hockey to start for hockey season to start back up. And yes, the first one I got it right here, the 20th of September of August. June. Actually, that'll be September. So yeah, September the 20th for that game actually for the Blues and the Stars will square off. So yes, we are just a month away from hockey picking up again. You know they will be back to normal like it was last season. After going through this wonderful summer that we had, wonderful and hot summer that we have had. Okay, excuse me. And I don't know what's going on with Pat McAfee and the show. We've got to find out when they'll be back. They'll probably be back in another week, maybe. We'll see. Maybe next week. We'll see. I don't know why they're not on today, but I'll see what I can find on the Pat McAfee show. Okay, see. We do have some UFC fights coming up with Roman and Anthony going at it on ESPN and ESPN Plus. We got also Steve Older going at it on ESPN and ESPN Plus as well. As also ESPN Plus and ESPN. We got Angela Hill and Eisenman. You got Andrea Flynn and you got Christian Rodriguez. You got Mike Jones and Jen, and he's minus 330. Erica Anders and Christian Leroy Duncan will be going at it. Julius Walker and Raphael will be going at it. Elijah Smith and Charsky Koshman will be going at it as well. We got Pascal and Josina Edwards. You got Oz Mangit against Gilbert. You've been on. And Gabriella and Julia. Yeah, and I do apologize if you cannot hear me announce those names correctly. But I am doing my best to do so. In the golf world, let's see what we got. And looks like Kevin Young wins the first PGA Tour title in Wyoming. In Wimbledon. Well, no. Wydom. I think that's how you say it. And Mimi Rose got back shot hole in one at the Open as well, so congratulations. Okay, I gotta keep my buddies loose so I can keep going. Yes, we do have F1 going on. Let me show you. Definitely follow F1. I am just getting into it myself. I am a big fan of the Force family. John Force, Brittany Force, and their family as well. I'm trying to be a fan of them. I've been a fan of them for quite a while. We got 5 people that need to get to qualify left. And 3 of them, the top 3, the first 3 need to have 18 laps, and then the last 2, 4, and 5 need to have 15 laps left to do theirs for qualifying. I always love watching Funny Car. I love the street racers, the motorcycle racers, anything with a really loud engine is fun. And hey, last Saturday we had the first ever baseball game on a NASCAR track. Of course, there was a little bit of that did not happen Saturday, but it did happen on Sunday because of rain. So let me check that out. That was the Braves and the A. That was the Atlanta Braves game and the Red Sox with the MLB Speedway Classic, and the Braves won that game 4-2. Cincinnati got their 2 runs in the first and the second, and the Brewers got their 3 in the second and 1 in the seventh. So yes. Okay, yes. Again, I do need a co-host so I can talk more about this. And hey, if you if you're a gambling man or woman and you want to place a bet, definitely use ESPN bets and you can bet $10 and get for new players you can bet $10 and get $100 in bonus bets for new players. So make sure you sign up for that and get your first $10 to get make your first bet with $10. Make your first bet with $10 to get 100. And yes, you must be 21 years. I believe it's 21 years old. You gotta be at least 18 years old or not. To you me. Okay, so okay, this is going to Heather. Florida State quarterback Langway, DJ Langway is still day to day with a calf strain, but is no longer wearing a boot and is trending positively, according to a school spokesman. The Gators beginning practice tomorrow on Wednesday. Because this is 4 days ago, but this is Wednesday, so there'll be 4 days. That will be tomorrow for sure. And this is last week as well. Oh, here's one. Okay, I got some breaking news actually. Colorado's Deion Sanders has been ill, out and out of the office recently, and sources confirmed that with ESPN today. According to the report in USA Today, Sanders has been at his estate in Texas dealing with an unspecified health issue. As the school's annual summer football camps began last week, the timetable of his return is still unknown. LSU's Brian Kelly has said SEC coaches want to play Big Ten game teams in a non-conference game as part of a scheduling agreement. I can't speak for the room. He says I can speak for the room. We want to compete against the Big Ten. Look, the Big Ten right now holds it on the SEC. They won the last 2 national titles. That's true. That's the reality of it. We want to get a challenge in that regarded, and we'd like to be able to get that done. Also, the Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yoko told Heather today that his league had not only approved of the 5 to 11 model, it presented it with a P4. Commissioners met recently in Charlotte. It has always been our first choice, and he said as far as rewards on the field performance, I am not surprised SEC coaches like it. Okay, again, stretching it out. You gotta stretch it out, make sure you're good and loose here. A little bit of water. It's not easy to do this with commercial breaks, but I do need them. And that was going, all that stuff was going to Heather Dinch, senior football insider, college football insider. All right, MLB with Jeff Passon's the Jet. These are a couple of days old, but the Kansas City Royals acquire outfielder Mike Yent. I say yes because I can't pronounce the rest of it. From the Giants, a source says confirmed to be with him and me with ESPN. The Minnesota Twins all getting Tanjay Bradley in the Griffin Jacks deal as well. And of course, Charlie Morton is going to go to the Tigers as well. And of course, the Tampa Bay Rays are acquiring right-handed reliever Griffin Jacks. Also, according to my sources with ESPN. And yes, just last week, over weeks ago, we already have a trade deadline. So yes. All right, now NFL senior insider Shuster. This is just in. Actually, like 36 minutes ago. Actually, Rams running back Kyle Williams reached a 3-year deal with $33 million extension, including $23 million of that is guaranteed. That is per where Drew and Jason that's the okay. They're talking about Teddy Bridgewater already. On the Browns' first depth chart of the season, their first quarterbacks in this particular order. They got at number 4, Shador Sanders. That should be right. Dylan Gabriel at 4, Kenny Pickett at 2, and Joe Flacco at 1. And to me, that is definitely spot on, right? The way it should be for them. The Sanders being number 4, Flacco 1, Kenny Pickett and Dylan at 2 and 3. And of course, the Falcons tackle Caleb McGray has signed a 2-year deal with $30 million as well. So yes, a lot of people are signing deals and getting traded now within the last couple of weeks before we hit the regular season. And yes, there still will be trades being made. And once I will check this myself, and I'll find out when the trade deadline will be for the NFL this season. And once it hits, I will report that as well. Again, I need my water. I'm yawning, and I need a good lunch coming up. I'm going to get that ordered. I'm thinking a Subway sandwich from Subway. We got the greatest sandwiches there. This is one thing I don't like about Jerry Jones. Because Jerry Jones has been in the industry for so long that he's even holding the player back. Michael Parsons wanted a trade. He asked for that trade. And now Jerry Jones said, as of 3 days ago, which is Saturday, this past Saturday, that he will not consider trading Michael, and that is his standout passing Russia trade request. And it's just a part of navigation. So Jones added this as well. Don't lose any sleep over it. That's the one thing I would say to your fans. Don't lose sleep over it. Even if you don't lose sleep over it, you're still gonna lose something. That's just life. With this, no matter even if this was coming out of Jerry Jones's mouth or coming out of Rex Ryan's mouth or any. I'm trying to think of a position of him. Or any owner really, or even the Packers president, even with policy. And yes, Parsons did post that trade request on social media, so everybody knows that. And yes, former Broncos first rounder Noah Fant was sent to the Seattle Seahawks as a part of the Russell Wilson trade. It's expected to sign with the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, sounds good. That is definitely an interesting trade with the Russell Wilson trade. And we all, of course, know that Russell Wilson is with the New York Giants. And yes, the Bengals did release their veteran Zach Moss, who started his 6 games last season. So yes, let's see what he's going to do. I will do some digging myself, and I'll let you know when I can get more on that. And if he's going to go to another team, and who will want him. Okay, now my guy Pete Thamel Adam of the college senior college sports insider. The New Orleans Pelicans have hired Mike Hoskins as their assistant coach / head player development. Toward the team Hoskins spent last season with the Phoenix Suns. Worked as a head coach at Washington and was the long-term assistant at Syracuse. And that was on 95-17. And the one before that was 17-24. After that one. Of course, that was as of yesterday. Again, this past weekend, last weekend going into the weekend now, within the last 5 days. Stanford is hiring former Nike CEO John Dono as a school's new athletic director. Okay, I never thought a shoe company would hire. I never thought a CEO, let alone employee, a CEO that would of a shoe company that would be hired for a job in a college in a college football. It says that he went to Stanford, part of Stanford. He was a traditional candidate for the role and hired delivers a season CEO with shirts at Nike, which yeah, basically talking about the they do with Nike, Brain and Company, and eBay, basically. And he has, and of course, he got his MBA in '86 and stuff. Key that she, you know what, we are almost at the end of today's episode, and I will be putting out some more soon. And I do apologize for not updating my audio on Spotify. I will get that out as soon as it's able to on Spotify, as well as Apple Music, as well as Apple Podcast, as well, and YouTube Podcast, and wherever you get your podcast as well. Because that's what I got from them from my report from my sources from the NFL to baseball to college football for today. And if you want to be part of the college pick they do have three different parts of it. If you can do the standard, you can, which would be the classic pick 'em. Every contest point, every correct pick is worth 10 points. The spread pick winners against the spread. And you also got the conference, which will be next level pick 'em. Rank your picks and earn more points, more for higher conference selections. So if you want to do the pick 'em, make sure you do follow the rules and well. And if you want to do the fantasy football, baseball, that is sign up. They do have the sign ups for fantasy basketball and baseball, hockey, and women's basketball already. Is here on the ESPN app. If you don't have the ESPN app right now, download that. Go to your Google Play. Go to your Apple Store and download that app and sign up for those fantasy sports. Because I know everybody loves this fantasy sports out there. And yes, if you want to do the NFL preseason football, create your own league, this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. Because we all just 3 weeks away. 3 more weeks to the beginning of the season. 3 weeks from this Thursday night will be the first game of the season. And let me give you who will be playing on that first game of the regular season. And of course, that game will be the Cowboys and the reigning champs of the Philadelphia Eagles. And then on Friday, you got the Chiefs and the Chargers on YouTube TV. Or on YouTube, actually. Okay, I know they have games on stuff on YouTube stream, but that's the first to see an NFL one. At least for me, I believe. Okay, in golf, for the Champions Tour, the next tournament will be the club at Sukami Ridge, and in my NWA. The post is $2,300,000 for that one. Okay, let me do this one for the PGA actually. The next one for the PGA golf, men's golf, will be at the TPC Southern Mississippi with $20 million up for grabs for that push. And this will be on Peacock, Gold Channel, ESPN Plus, and of course NBC. Make sure you check your local listing and town and your local radio stations in your area for the TBC Southern Wind Memphis tournament. for the PGA. Okay, let's talk about a little bit of Happy Gilmore too. And yes, if you did not watch Jim or listen to Jim and Molly yesterday, I got my friend Matt Hamilton, the redneck version of Happy Gilmore. Anyway, let's see here. I know soccer is coming up. We do have some games coming, not to be it's coming up not until August. It looks like on the 21st. And we're gonna have we got one right here that we have a channel, a TV channel that will be ACC Extra. With that one, and that one is the Syracuse and UConn. That one. I do have sometimes right here actually, but I will, and it's a lot of them. I'll see if I can condense this and I can put it on a ticker or something, and I can have on below the screen or something like that for you to follow. Okay, we are. Let's wrap this up. We are at the last couple of minutes, so we're gonna wrap this up. Jim, let's get ready to do that. And like I say always, when I at the end of my show, make sure you always have variety in your day and have fun. And you should have variety in your day and have fun in your day and in your life. I'll see you next time. And make sure you do follow me on all my socials as well. See you next time. All right, Jeremy. Okay. Have a good one, everybody. See y'all next time. Make sure you always have fun and a variety in your day and in your life. See you next time. Okay, looks like Jeremy's give me a minute here, so there we go. All right. Thanks, everybody. See y'all next time. Make sure you have variety in your day and fun in your life and your day. See you next time.